Boom, 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 boom. Oh, we're live again. I'll just wait a second. Shouldn't be lagging anymore. Hopefully. Can't even see if people are in or not. Shouldn't be lagging anymore. Hopefully. Can't even see if people are in or not. I don't like this camera, dude. Anyways, yeah, so whoever hops in is gonna hop in. Anyways, so what I was saying is I'm more free now. I'm on a break from school, and my YouTube channel has just been sitting around doing nothing. So I was like, why don't I just start going live? And preferably I'd like to like go live and have conversations and debates, preferably, and things of that nature, like interact with Muslims. But reaction videos work too. So anyways, there is this guy by the name of Bobby's Perspective. I'm vaguely familiar with this guy. I just know him from like a video I did responding to like a short interview he did with like this tatted revert guy from the UK. And the video is just like so low IQ. I think they did a video saying like the word Bible's not in the Bible. Did you know the Trinity's not in the Bible? Did you know Allah in Arabic sounds similar to this specific dialect of Aramaic? Just like low tier arguments, or he said Christian is not in the Bible, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Um, but anyways, so I just wanted to react to this guy kind of off the bat reaction. I've never watched any of this guy's videos. I've ran across like some of his shorts briefly, like a long time ago. From what I hear is he used to be an Orthodox Christian, and I think he's Macedonian. Um, but I don't know what kind of Orthodox Christian he was, because I heard him talk about that he doesn't believe in the Trinity. Which, how can you be an Orthodox Christian and not believe in the Trinity? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. So, anyways, so I guess this guy was a heretic. And I know he was just like a dude that did like reaction videos to Islam, and I guess like he eventually converted to Islam. So it's probably been like, I don't know. It sounds like he hasn't been a Muslim very long, maybe like not even a year. Because I literally recently remember him just like reacting to videos, and like shorts would pop up on my thing. And he was just talking about like, I'm not I'm Orthodox Christian, but the Trinity doesn't make sense to me. Whatever I'm an Orthodox Christian, but the Trinity doesn't make sense to me. Who's a Ukrainian geek? Is that like somebody related to me? Anyways, so I just wanted to react to this guy, and I clicked on the first video. I saw in the thumbnail, it was Mark Driscoll, who's like a local guy. He used to actually be like very local. where I lived, and now he kind of moved to another state. His church fell apart. He ran a pretty large Protestant church called Mars Hill, and they fell apart. And I know some friends that were part of his church. Thanks, Kiddis. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Anyways, his church fell apart, and I know some friends that were like very involved in his church, and I think they were kind of following a person rather than, following God, following Christ. And some of them fell off, and they went like full on atheist or anti-theist, whatever you want to call them. But anyways, I just wanted to do a stream reacting to this guy. Vasa P. Oh, Vasa, what's up, bro? Bro, I haven't seen you in like forever, dude. I heard you moved back, bro. Welcome back, dude. I heard you left your local church too. Anyways, just some rumors I hear. Anyways, I wanted to react to this guy. Literally like an off the bat reaction. Don't know a whole ton about this guy besides that he used to be an Orthodox Christian that didn't believe in the Trinity, so basically a heretic, and that he's Macedonian, and he reacts to like Islam stuff, and now he became a Muslim, and I don't even think he's been a Muslim for a year. So let's check this guy out.
Discover the exquisite beauty of Islam with our exclusive poster collection showcasing the...
Really? That's what the video starts with, him selling you stuff? Is that why this guy converted to Islam? Is it because Muslims buy his stuff? Buy my stuff!
99 names of Allah.
Buy my 99 names of Allah! Really? Like, do Muslims like not see through this garbage?
Allah.
Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares.
Of the names. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel.
Alright guys, I like his thing. That's how he starts his every video.
If you're new, my name is Bobby. Guys, the Christian arguments are becoming more and more ridiculous. Today, just a quick video before we...
Really? The Christian arguments are becoming more and more ridiculous? The irony.
Jump into it. As always, guys, if you enjoy my work, leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't
already. I
got
you, Bobby. I got you, Bobby. I gave you that thumbs up.
Box to further support. And now, with no further ado, let's have a look.
Allah Akbar. Some will translate that as God is great. Perhaps a better translation of that Arabic phrase is, our God is greater. This is a declaration that the demon and demons working through these people consider themselves to be greater than Jesus Christ, the God.
What the hell is up with this guy's face? Okay, my name is Bobby. Okay, my name is Bobby. Okay, my name is Bobby.
Of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Ephesians 6 says that our war is not just against flesh and blood, but powers, principalities, and spirits. Practically, what this means is when you see conflict in the seen realm, there is far greater conflict in the unseen realm. And when you hear our God is greater, that...
I mean, to be fair, like, I don't really know what Mark Driscoll's talking. Allah's a demon. I guess I kind of get where Mark Driscoll's going, but
that is a declaration.
It's like a third grade level argument
of spiritual warfare.
Better than first grade.
From a demon against Jesus Christ, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Did I promise too much? Those guys, man, it's truly a mental illness. This is so unbelievable.
Guys, I'm telling you, it's true, a mental illness, guys. Okay, my name's Bobby. Okay, my name's Bobby. God, I'm not even trying to make fun of this guy, but this guy, like, just the way this guy speaks, he just sounds like a meathead. Like, guys, I promise you guys a mental illness, guys. Yo, I'm not even like trying to make fun of this guy. Like, bro, I'm from a different country. But this, we got a mental illness, guys. We got my name Bobby. We got my name Bobby.
Out of a sudden, Jesus.
Sorry.
Too much. Those guys, man, it's truly a mental illness. This is so unbelievable. Out of a sudden, Jesus Christ becomes the God of Abraham, Jacob, Moses, etc., etc. Yes, of course, in the Old Testament, it was Jesus all along. If it was Jesus, why did he then reveal the...
in the beginning, we
Mosaic law to Moses, just to then later abolish it himself. Of course, first he comes up with the idea, hey guys, eating pork is wrong. Hey guys, you should get circumcised. Matter of fact, I'm going to get circumcised myself. But then in the end, I was wrong all along. It is about the circumcision.
Really? That's his argument? Like Jesus wasn't the old, and then he changed his mind? Like, bro, what kind of a Christian was this guy? Jesus fulfilled the law. This is clear. I think this is Matthew 5. Let's look it up. Matthew 5. Matthew 5. Let's go to there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably not, because it's a different screen. But yeah, this is Matthew 5:17. So Matthew 5:17 says, "Do not think that I have come to abolish the law of the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. For truly I say to you, until heaven and earth pass away, not an iota, not a dot will pass from the law until all is accomplished." Very clear. Jesus didn't come to abolish the law. He didn't change his mind. As a matter of fact, I don't remember the verse in the Quran, and it's probably mentioned in the Hadith, but Allah actually changes his mind multiple times. Also, there are verses that are abrogated in the Quran. That means Allah creates something, then he's like, I actually got something better. Let me change my mind. Like the cognitive dissonance. This guy hasn't even been a Muslim for like a year, I don't think. And the cognitive dissonance already is insane. I don't know how old this guy is. I think he's like probably early 40s, maybe. So he's been a Christian his entire life. And this is like, what kind of Christian has he been? This guy doesn't know the basics. Jesus changed his mind. He circumcised himself, said no pork, but now he says you can eat pork. Bro, like, I've watched, 2 minutes and 31 seconds of this guy. I think I'm already going to give this guy a nickname. Bobby the Dummy, bro. This guy is dumb. I mean, his voice matches his intellect. Jesus was all along in the Old Testament, and then he said circumcised, but then he said no, circumcision there. Sorry, I'm not. By the way, guys, it's all jokes. People come into my DMs all the time, like, "Oh wow, you're so mean. Now you have to be Christ-like." Guys, it's jokes. I make jokes, but this guy is dumb. That's not a joke. This guy's dumb. Yeah, so Jesus came to fulfill the law. He didn't come to abolish the law. I mean, it's very clear. And Allah is the one that actually changes his mind. Created some verses, and then he abrogated the verses later. So this is, I mean, just next level stupidity from this guy, which is no surprise. This is kind of what I expected, guys. This is pretty much my first time actually watching like one of this guy's videos. Bobby, guys. My name Bobby. Hey guys, my name's Bobby. By the 99 names of Allah. Guys, buy it there.
Decision of the heart. This is all so extremely crazy, but let's rewind here. Allahu Akbar. This simply means God is greater.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
God is the greatest. That's what it means. Allah is not our God. No, it simply is the Arabic term for God. If you look into, again,
the Arabic term for God. Sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of his accent, bro, but I am.
Jesus Christ and the language that he spoke, you will find out that it was Aramaic. So now you just have to do a quick Google search. It doesn't take too long to check out how you call God in Aramaic.
Oh my goodness, bro. Really? This guy's recycling like Zakir Naik 1999 arguments? Look, in biblical Aramaic, or it's ilaha in biblical Aramaic and Allah. Bro, this guy is recycling like false equivalence, fallacy, first level, not even Reddit tier Zakir Naik 1998 arguments. Look, guys, look, in Aramaic it sounds similar to Arabic. Hey guys, look, guys, in Aramaic, guys, no surprise, guys, look, ilaha in Aramaic. By the way, like this, we don't even really know what dialect of Aramaic Jesus spoke. Jesus says Eli, 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 by the way. It doesn't say ilaha, Allah, ilah. It was probably something similar to that, which again is false equivocation fallacy. Like this is like, these are like grade school level fallacies. Like, because this sounds similar, that means there must be the same God. Like Jesus spoke, Aramaic was one of the languages Jesus spoke. Whatever the dialect of Aramaic was, the one that he's pulling up here is, I don't even know what dialect it is. There's multiple dialects of Aramaic. And also, Jesus is God. He knew every language. And yet Aramaic was one of the languages he physically spoke, but he also spoke Hebrew. We know Jesus spoke Hebrew because in Luke chapter 4, he reads from the scroll of Isaiah at the temple, which was the scholarly language of that time. All the scriptures were in Hebrew. The scroll of Isaiah is in Hebrew. Right? Today we have a few chapters in Daniel that are in Aramaic, and then Ezra. A few verses, I think, in Daniel, and then a few chapters maybe. Anyways, Ezra and Daniel has Aramaic in the Old Testament. But most of it is Hebrew, is biblical Hebrew, right? And we know Jesus spoke this as well. And also Jesus most likely spoke Greek as well. Greek was the lingua franca of the Roman Empire. This is the 1st century. This is 1st century Rome. Lingua franca was the language that united the entire empire. Yeah, they spoke their lingua franca of the Middle East region, which was Aramaic. Aramaic was the lingua franca, for a long time in that region. But Greek was also commonly spoken. Jesus would have 100% known Greek. As a matter of fact, Jesus would have known every language. He's God. He's omniscient. He's omniscient. He knows everything. I mean, this is just such a low tier, dumb argument, dude. But honestly, I don't know what I expected from this guy, Bobby. Bobby's perspective. Hey guys, my name's Bobby. Hey guys, my name's Bobby. As you can see, guys, surprise. Look, Allah, Jesus called God Allah. No, you don't know what he called him, bro.
Becomes the God of the guys. Circle about it. This simply means, it's simply to, again, Jesus, that just had Christ himself addressed God, the God that sent Jesus Christ, as Allah. I know this is very hard to comprehend for Christians from the West because
it's so hard to comprehend for us. Bro, this guy is an idiot. Bro, Bobby, if you ever see this stream, this video, bro, come talk to me, bro. Invite me on the live, dude. Please, let me have a conversation with you. Let's have a conversation, bro.
As Allah. I know this is very hard to comprehend for Christians from the West because the religion has been so whitewashed. Jesus Christ did not speak English. Very, very big surprise. I know. Neither did he.
Oh, bro, I'm losing brain cells watching this, bro. This is like retardation. This is like literal retardation, dude. I might become autistic after this. Acoustic. Guys, I'm acoustic. This is so dumb, dude. No, I don't want to view your product, bro.
He speak Greek. The New Testament, however, is in Greek.
As I said, Greek was the lingua franca of the empire. Latin and Greek. Greek was widely spoken. Greek was a scholastic language. People wrote in Greek. Paul obviously wrote in Greek. And Jesus most likely physically spoke Greek. And obviously he knew Greek because he's God. Again, I don't know what kind of Christian this guy was, but this is so low tier. Does this guy do any research? You just go on Google, like, what did Jesus speak? It's like first, like Aramaic. Yeah.
Of course. Jesus Christ says in the Bible, my Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me. Yet not as I will, but as you will. So who is Jesus saying this to? To himself, because he is God. He is submitting his will to God in this passage. He says, ye
Bro, this guy is literally, sorry guys, this guy is literally retarded. No understanding of the Trinity. Jesus is talking, he's talking to the Father. It's the Son talking to the Father. And by the way, if you have a monarchical view of the Trinity, monarchy of the Father, it totally takes the wind out of this argument, because the Father is the monarch. He's the uncreated, the autotheos, the ase. Aseity is prescribed to the Father alone, right? He's the uncreated, right? This is the Father. I did a video on my Instagram, by the way. Go check it out, on the Trinity. I use some theological language, maybe for some people that aren't familiar with it, or maybe aren't theology majors. It might be like, what? But it should be pretty understandable. So God is the uncreated, right? He's the Father. He's the cause, aseity, ase, autotheos. And then the Son is eternally begotten of the Father, right? And then the Holy Spirit eternally proceeds from the Father through the Son. No filioque, sorry, Catholics. So I mean, Jesus is talking to the Father, because the Father is the cause of everything, right? So he submits his will to the Father. This is just classic, basic Trinity, especially monarchical view of the Trinity. So if he was an Orthodox Christian, an Eastern Orthodox, because he's Macedonian, he would have been Eastern Orthodox. He would have understood the monarchical Trinity, or the monarchy of the Father, monarchical view of the Trinity, or he should have. This tells me that this guy was just really like a nominal, like, Christian by name, which is very common in countries that are predominantly Orthodox. The country that, my family's from, it's predominantly Orthodox, and you run into a ton of people that are just nominal, right? They're just Christians by name. They don't actually know what they're talking about. And clearly this guy has no idea what they're talking about. But now suddenly he's an expert, dude. He became a Muslim now, so suddenly he's an expert. And it's obvious why this guy does this, because it gets him views, dude. Bashing on Christianity gets him views. It's the Dawa way, bro. It's the Ali Dawa Muhammad Hijab way. It's just so dumb, though. Does Jesus talk to himself? No, it's the Son talking to the Father, the eternal Word, in his incarnate form. The Logos talking to the Father. Yeah, the monarchy of the Father, like, just totally takes the wind out of all these passages to where Jesus is referring to the God, right? The God is the Father. There's one God, the Father. The Son is eternally begotten of him, and the Holy Spirit eternally proceeds from him. So this is typical monarchical Trinitarianism. Clearly, this guy has no idea what he's. I'm so like good. He has a very. It's funny. He's Macedonian, Eastern Orthodox, but he has like a pretty much an egalitarian view of the Trinity, which is kind of a divine simplicity, Western view of the Trinity, where like they also prescribe aseity to the Son, which I think is not even heterodox. Actually, yeah, I'll just call their view heterodox. So it sounds like that's the kind of understanding he has. Just a very dumb, basic. It sounds like he kind of learned what the Trinity was when he became a Muslim. He's like, yo, it's like they're all one, but one and three in one. Shampoo doesn't make sense. It's like the freaking low-level grade school retarded arguments. All right, Bobby.
Is God. He is submitting. Jesus saying this to himself because he is
so stupid. Jesus is saying to himself because Jesus is talking to himself. The Father is Jesus. Like, they're just so stupid. Three persons, distinct. Jesus and the Holy Spirit are God because they are of the same divine essence, the same nature as God the Father, right? That's why they're God. He's not talking to himself. Distinct, but yet they retain their own individual divine hypostatic properties, right? As the Son is begotten, the Holy Spirit proceeds, and the Father is unbegotten. Share the same wills, share the same knowledge. right? Inseparable in that way. They're not contingent on each other. They don't make individual decisions or conflicting decisions because they're one in unity, right? But they retain their distinctive properties, hypostatic properties. Like the Son and the Son isn't incarnate, right? He is in this human form and he's talking to the Father. He's not talking to himself, bro. It's just like a little kid wouldn't even have this low of a understanding of the Trinity. Like, and this is just typical, especially with like idiots like this. It's just unable to steel man any Christian position, anything that's even like remotely semi-challenging to understand, like maybe the Trinity is. So I'll give him that. The Trinity is like semi-difficult to comprehend for a lot of people, but I think it's just a lot of people don't really take the time to do it. That's why they're like, oh, it doesn't make sense, because I don't think people really take the time to understand the Trinity. And it's not that difficult, but this guy can't even grasp like the basic concepts of it. No, the Father, the Son is not the Father. This is so stupid.
God, he is submitting his will to God in this passage. He says, ye will, not my will. And when he addresses,
he's submitting his will to God the Father in his incarnate form. And God the Father is, again, the uncaused monarchy of the Father. Very basic stuff. If he was an Orthodox Christian, it should be very basic stuff to him. Clearly not.
God, he said, Allah. And just as Aramaic,
Does this guy know that there are multiple dialects of Aramaic? Jesus said Allah. Watch, he's gonna say, oh, look, it sounds like Allah, so like they're false equivalence fallacy. Low tier, just low tier. Not even Reddit tier, just low of the low.
Arabic is a Semitic language as well, hence the similarities. Allah. Allahu Akbar simply means God is the greatest. He is greater than anything. Do not attribute partners to him, because nothing is as great as God is. Do not worship anything besides God. Do not make people into gods. This was the message of all the prophets prior to Jesus, including Jesus, and of course the last messenger, Prophet Muhammad. May peace be upon them all. They all came with the same message.
Yeah, because Muhammad was just a man. He had to come with that message. Jesus was God incarnate, so his message was different. But they were corrupted. But the Gospels were corrupted. Pick and choose. That's what they do with the Gospel. Pick and choose. If something aligns with the... They didn't not understand how fallacious, how dumb that is. To pick and choose certain aspects that they deem that are not corrupt because they align with the Quran. And then certain aspects are corrupt because they don't align with the Quran. Like, so at what point was it corrupted?
Worship God alone. Do not worship me. I am just a human, the prophet said.
Yeah, because he was a very sex addicted human. He had a sex addiction, among many other things.
Were always pointing away from themselves towards God. Nobody's worthy of worship but God alone. So no, I can't believe that I really have to say this. Allah is not a demon. Allah is not our God. Allah is the creator of the worlds.
Yeah, I'll give him his point, but again, he just unable to steal in positions. He knows that's not what Mark Driscoll, the guy that was speaking in the video, the pastor, that's not what he's saying. He's not saying Allah as in like Allah is the name for a specific God. I'm pretty sure Mark Driscoll is very well aware that it's the generic term for God in Arabic. But you have to understand him in the context that he's speaking. When somebody says you're like Allah, your God, in that context, he's speaking about the Islamic version of God, which is a corrupt, heretical, man-made Muhammadan version of the one true God, the Father. And that's what he's talking about in the context. That's what Mark Driscoll is talking about. That's what he means by Allah. And he's referring to your version of God as like a demonic version, which again, we watched this super short like Instagram reel of it. So I'd have to, see the full context of it, of whatever Mark Driscoll's full sermon was, what he was talking about. But that's what he's referring to. And I think the connection that he's making is that when Jibril, quote unquote, it doesn't say it says an angel came, right? We don't know if it was Jibril. Came. I mean, the events point to that it was a demon. I mean, Jibril comes to Muhammad and he chokes him. He said, "Read." He chokes him. Like, it's not a joke. He chokes him. He goes, "Read." I think he choked him 3 times and he still couldn't read. Is that how weak Allah is, your God? See how you have to understand the context I'm using it in? Your God, Allah, is weak. He choked Muhammad 3 times. He still couldn't read and write. Right? What kind of an angel comes and chokes someone? Read, Muhammad. Read this. I can't. Yeah, this guy's dumb, bro.
He is the creator of everything that you see and everything that you cannot perceive. He is the creator of all things. He is everybody's God, my God, your God, and of course, Jesus' God as well.
Not your version of Allah is not. Not your version of Allah is not. The prophets refer to God as a father, which we know is blasphemy in Islam. In the Old Testament, all the prophets refer to the God, right? The Father, as the Father. They called him a father. It's blasphemy in Islam to refer to Allah as a father. He's a father to no one. Islam is very clear on that. It's blasphemy in Islam to do so. So no, we're not talking about the same God. Bobby, like, you can't even understand the basics of context. You're so dumb, bro. I'm sorry, this guy is just triggering me. Like, his so just low tier, dude.
So please return to what Jesus actually preached and don't come up with your own doctrines. Jesus never said Allahu Akbar means some sort of demonic possession.
I mean, there's so much I can say, but it's just so, everything you're saying is just so stupid. Yeah, Jesus never said, because Islam didn't exist. He didn't say Allahu Akbar. So I don't even know where Mark Driscoll got that from either, but Jesus never uttered the phrase Allahu Akbar. Because it's a stupid Arabic phrase. Sorry, it's not stupid. I'm sure, do Arab Christians say Allahu Akbar?
Return to doctrines. Jesus never said what Jesus actually preached and don't come up with your own doctrines. Jesus never said Allahu Akbar.
Don't come up with your own doctrines. I mean, literally what Muhammad did. Came up with his own stuff. Maybe it's not. I mean, there is the argument that, right, that Muhammad maybe actually was receiving some sort of revelation, right? But then when you read Surah Al-Ahzab, I forgot the ayah, but basically it's the story of, people keep coming over to the prophet's house uninvited, and then the prophet, the next day, he's getting annoyed with it because he wants to stay home and do boom boom with his wives, however many wives he had at that time. And then coincidentally the next day he gets a revelation. He gets a revelation that says, "Stop coming over to the prophet's house uninvited." And it's funny when I bring this up to Muslims, they're like, "What's wrong with that? You shouldn't. It's from God." It was like obviously Muhammad like being too shy to tell them, "Stop coming over to my house uninvited. I'm trying to, have some private time with my wives. I'm trying to get down. I'm trying to get down with my young wives." And he gets a revelation that said, "Stop coming over to the prophet's house. The prophet can have more than 4 wives. The prophet can take the wife of his adopted son." I mean, it's just maybe at one point he was maybe kind of receiving. I don't know, dude. It's all that stuff is shrouded in a lot of mystery. There's not a lot of historical like grounding for it. Right. I mean, all of history is like, right, you pick and choose certain specific historical events because nothing is ever like fully confirmed historically. That's just how history is, right? We just have to trust the sources that we have and how people portray those sources in history. So, but just the irony, just the cognitive dissonance, the irony. And this guy's what's like he's already teaching people about Christianity and Islam. And this guy hasn't even been a a Muslim for like not even a year. How many subs does this guy have? 316. I mean, Muslims have this strange obsession with white Western converts to Islam. It's a weird obsession with white Western converts to Islam. And when they come to Islam, they're like, oh, look, Allahu Akbar, mashallah, brother, mashallah, subhanallah, brother. Subhanallah, brother. Look, Islam is true. Look, even he left Christianity. He was a Christian. What kind of Christian was this guy? If he was an anti-Trinitarian Orthodox, I have never in my life heard of an anti-Trinitarian Orthodox. It doesn't exist. That puts you outside the bounds of orthodoxy. Look, he was a Christian. He knew. He knows. So dumb. Ya Yahmar. Yahmar. Ya Jahil. Ya Kafir.
But it means some sort of demonic possession. Return to the worship of one God alone, i.e. Islam. All right, that's it for today's.
Yeah, that was that. Anyways, it's getting kind of late. This stream was like kind of a random stream, but I do plan on doing these more of these in the future. Or I'll probably prep more and do like some kind of more deep dive breakdowns. This was just like an off the cuff. And I'll probably do a lot of these off the cuff stuff because to be honest with you, like the arguments are so low tier and I've heard them so many times that no prep is required for them. No prep is required for these arguments. I'd love to talk to Bobby though. I'd love for him to invite me on a stream. I doubt he will. I doubt he's going to invite any Christian that has any sort of knowledge on a stream at all. I mean, I don't know. I actually, you know what? I should do a reaction to that interview he did with that one tatted revert guy. I mean, that guy is just like next level stupidity, like idiocy. Just next level idiocy. I don't even know his name. Ibrahim or something. I don't know if that's his actual name. He might have changed it when he became a Muslim. Got himself a Muslim name. But I did like a short little video on my IG reacting to that reel of that guy, and it was just like first grade level garbage, dude. I mean, it was hilarious. It was hilarious to say the least. So yeah, so like, I mean, just next level stupidity. Maybe I should react to more of his videos. I mean, I didn't expect much else from this guy. And look, this guy's already selling stuff. Like, do Muslims not see through this? He's selling these little names of Allah. And I think he's selling them one by one. These are like all individual names of Allah. So you have to... So 99 names, 1999 times 99. Let's see how much that is if you want to buy all 99 names and hang them in your house. Let me pull out my calculator. This guy's just scamming Muslims already, bro. I don't like, bro. I refuse to believe Muslims and people are that dumb. $1,979.01. There's probably some idiot out there that bought all these. Let's read the comments, actually. Just go through the comments. I am born Muslim and I enjoy your videos. Okay, nobody cares. I want to see if there's like some Christians in the chat. Disbelievers will not spare you any wound. Their only desire is to see you suffer. Hatred has already appeared from their mouths. He's quoting 3:118. Ex-Christian, I became Muslim for Alhamdulillah. Mashallah, brother. Mashallah, ya akh. Mashallah, ya akhi. Mashallah, Yahmar. It means I love you. Yahmar means my love. So it's a synonym for Habibi. Synonym for Habibi. It's caused by ignorance, but this comment is so ironic here. Most of the time, hostility towards the religion of God is caused by ignorance, but ignorance is not an excuse. Yeah, ignorance is not an excuse, Bobby the dummy. Bobby, like, look at this obsession, bro, with these white converts, bro. These white Western converts. Bobby, you deserve millions subscribe. Grammatical error. Bobby, you deserve millions subscribers, man. Inshallah, this comes true. Love from India. Oh, it's an Indian. Let's do my Indian. Bobby, you deserve millions subscribers, man. Inshallah, this comes through. Love from India. Bobby replied. Barakallahu fikum, bro. Assalamu alaikum from the US, Bobby. Love your channel. Keep up the great work. This guy is absolutely ignorant, living in a bubble. Bro, the irony, the cognitive dissonance. I mean, the blind hypocrisy of Muslims is just wild to me. It's just wild. I refuse, bro. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and like be like, they're doing this on purpose, but I actually think these people are that stupid. Just absolute idiocy, dude. May Allah guide him and stop him from spreading falsehood. Why doesn't he reach out to Mark Driscoll and have a conversation with Mark Driscoll then? Man, my mouse is like not scrolling, bro. There's so many people. Yeah. Yo, what's up, El Aborto? El Aborto? You pro-abortion? Pro-choice? Pro-choice, bro? El Aborto? El Aborto? صباح الخير El Aborto. صباح الخير يا El Aborto. ما شاء الله سبحان الله. أنا بعرف عربي El Aborto. أنت بتعرف عربي؟ El Aborto أنت بتعرف عربي؟ لا. لا. صباح الخير يا أخ. You guys ever hear Lebanese people speak? صباح الخير يا أخ. صباح النور يا أخ. They're zesty. But yeah, anyways, enough of this guy. Maybe I'll I don't. His videos are so dumb, dude, that probably not even worth reacting to. I read the Quran as a Christian. I was shocked.
During that time, reached out to me via.
Shut up. Australian Christian priest accepts Islam.
Hey, is this Mr. Crabtree, the owner of 56 West Point Drive?
Yeah, this is Mr. Crabtree.
Yeah, the reason I'm calling is because that.
Oh.
No.
Astaghfirullah.
Discover the Rahman after he found the truth in the Holy Quran. Here we are on his official Facebook page. Of course, the name it is still Gold David here. He would have to change his name legally before it would make the change on Facebook as well. Found the passages, of course, that we shall call
Eliakim Kula.
no man father. However, the priests are, now that he accepted Islam.
Yeah, anyways, guys, this guy, I'm losing brain cells just reacting to this guy. But yeah, that was it. Expect more lives, more streams, probably more videos coming. Hopefully we can do like some conversation, invite some Muslims and have conversations with them. I would love that, but it's difficult because nobody really wants to talk. On TikTok they do. People come up on TikTok and talk, but usually like once people interact with, at least once people interact with me on TikTok, they're like, "Oh, you're so mean," and they just try to avoid me. Oh, I'm so mean. You're rude. There was a funny. I was on a friend's live on TikTok, and I had this like back and forth heated conversation with this guy. And eventually, like this guy wasn't getting it. And if this was my life, I would have kicked him, bro, because I'm not gonna waste time with somebody that just is not getting basic concepts. And I was like, to him, like, bro, he was like getting upset, and I was like, bro, like you're dumb. Like, stop being an emotional female. I think I said that to him. And this guy, this is not right. What you're saying, it's not Christ-like. I was like, what's Christ-like? Define Christ-like for me. And anyways, he got upset and he left. And then there was another live. This was like weeks later. There was another live, and I hopped on the live. It wasn't even like an Islamic live. It was like some political live. I think it was Palestine, Israel, or something. And I hopped on just like, you know, whatever, giving my 2 cents on the thing. And the guy comes in and he's like, "Let me up, let me up." He's like in the comments, and then he sees me in the live, and I'm like, "Yo, come up," and he just dips. This guy, he just dips. He's like so hot in all the lives, like, "Bro, let me talk to this guy," and he just sees me and dips. So that's what happens. I am Gatsby. I don't know who you are. I don't know why you're calling a grown man little boy. That's cringe, bro. That's cringe. Super cringe. But yeah, would love to, you know, invite some Muslims on here and just have conversations with them. And then maybe do some more reactions. Anyways, it's getting really late here, guys. I gotta edit like a short little video. And post a response to Muhammad Hijab. Muhammad Hijab made a really, really bad anti-Trinity argument, and I'll post a response to that. To him, I would love to talk to Hijab. By the way, Ali Dawa still has me blocked, which I didn't even. I just asked Ali. I asked Ali Dawa for a conversation, and he just pulled up in the DMs and blocked me. Yeah. Anyways, guys, bro, who does this guy know me? I am Gatsby. I am Gatsby. Are you a Muslim? What are you debating? What are you debating, bro? It's always just like little kids, bro. It's always little kids. So used to dealing with little kids on TikTok. Well, kids on as in like they're like young, like 17, 18. Ignorant, stupid. Anyway, guys, thanks for those that stayed. I think I'm gonna get off. I'll see you guys next time. Pipe down, Gatsby. Go back to your mom's breasts. Yeah, how many people does your Gatsby? Are you a Muslim? How many people does your mother breastfeed? How many people did Aisha breastfeed? Gatsby, if you're a Muslim, hit me up. Hit me up, and then if you wanna, okay, cool. You're 28. Hit me up if you want to come on live and have a conversation with me next time I go live. Whatever you want to talk about, bro. Whatever you want to talk, because at this point I'm just bored of all the recycled arguments. So whatever you want to talk about, dude. Come on up so we can have a conversation. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys next time. We'll maybe do one where we invite some Muslims on and things of that sort. So thank you guys. Good night and God bless.